Everybody knows snitching equals a get out of jail free card. So now every time somebody's...
Not everybody.
The average human being will feel like, oh, if I snitch, I'll get away with everything, right? But if you're true to the street, of course, you're gonna stand by your word. Me specifically, I won't do shit that I feel like I can't do the time for.
I said the same
shit. So I feel like, I can't do 30 years, I ain't gonna do that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, I could do a year and a half. I'm gonna do this. I do that shit
That's
on
real
my
shit
head.
though. That's my brain go too.
Some people can't even do that.
No,
you gotta be responsible.
I know somebody here through 7 years. One of my mans who was all kind of involved in something. The plan didn't go the way it was. I told him fall back. I'm gonna stick around and check things out. They got pulled over. The dude told the other guy, yo, give me the hammer. He put it in his armrest. Retarded. Cops tossed the car. Found a joint. One dude was an ex-felon. One dude had a clean record. At the time, it wasn't the mandatory 3.5. He would got like probation or 6 months. And he threw 7 years on the other dude.
Damn.
Wait, whose gun was it?
I'm not sure. But yeah, it was the felon.
No.
It was the felon.
I'm not saying
But the felon was like, bust the corner, I'ma run. And he said, nah, give it to me.
Oh, and still was like,
now when I heard the story, I was like, so you sat there while he put it in the arm.
Shouldn't have boogied, yeah.
Yeah, I would have been like, nigga, stupid.
You just go,
You know what I mean? You bust the corner fast enough to, hey, nobody see nothing. You know what I mean? Like,
by the time the cops do all that extra shit, they ain't finding nothing.
You know what I mean? Okay, cool, but
slap on the wrist.
To get out of that 6 months or 5 years probation,
that nigga said,
he
fuck
put
that.
7 years on the other dude.
But wait, time out.
That's
Do
crazy.
you think he's
is that
but
snitching?
it wasn't his gun.
Is that snitching though, man?
And then,
Yeah, is that because it wasn't his gun?
This is a dude that when I battled Abram, second round, I talked about the situation.
Okay.
He turned around and made a diss record about me and had his gang members hit my phone like, why you saying that about? And I'm like, yo, because it's real. Like, you don't know this? You don't know who you hanging with, do you? It's crazy. But like, some people just scared of jail, son. They just...
I'm telling you, I've literally seen people in the precinct saying it wasn't me, it was him. I'm like, wow. You know when you like arraignment, right? For some bullshit, and then you see everybody else's case. Like straight up, like, yo, it wasn't mine, it was it. Like, nobody's asking you that, bro.
Right.
All you hear
He's like, in third grade,
right? This is not court right now. Like, bro, this is not your case. This is not it.
It's crazy.
And I'm appalled, like, damn.
Wow, it's crazy.
I don't know who's who until it goes down.
Fact.
Like,
from Knowledge question, you had a question also. Just answer. Is snitching ever acceptable? Is it ever okay?
Snitch? No.
The snitch? Now, hold on.
If you go for the definition of snitching, exactly.
Let's define snitching first.
That's what I'm saying.
Sorry, nigga, I'm trying to come home.
If you wilding out in my mom's hallway, she look out and see all types of illegal activities and she call the cops on you. She's not snitching.
Not snitching.
She's not
Civilians can't
involved
snitch.
in your criminal activity, nigga. But you're conducting criminal activity outside
My
of
nigga
the
still
door.
be like, she snitched on
She's
me.
not snitching. But no,
Extend on that.
she's not snitching.
The nigga that got locked up gonna be like, she the one that snitched on me.
That's not snitching.
You should have helped
That's
her with the groceries,
right?
And you know what I mean? You shouldn't take care of that.
So it's a fine line. So I want to see where everybody stands.
Now, if I'm involved, if me and you
do a
decide
crime,
we're gonna go through this, or we got business together,
right?
You get bagged, but they want something bigger than what you did, and you offer me up.
yeah, that's fact.
That's snitching.
How about your homie though?
Snitching is selfish because you are living the same life of crime that the nigga you telling on. Anything else, you just a pedestrian. If you didn't choose this life and make that decision to do whatever, has nothing to do with you.
So what is it?
What about your boy? What about your boy?
If you're a civilian and you just tell, that's not snitching to me.
But it's such a fine
Snitching
line.
is
That's what I'm saying.
you're doing criminal activity.
Shit. Like, my cousin got stabbed in front of me. I knew who did it. I went to their block, ran up on them. Police ran up on me, guns out. I never told them niggas stabbed my cousin. That technically wasn't snitching, but for me, I mean, of course, I wanted them to be free. So when I get out, nigga, I'm fighting you again. You know what I mean? But that's technically not snitching. You dig what I'm saying?
Right, I feel you.
So time out.
Yeah,
So like so okay, cool. So if
I agree with that.
So if somebody does something to your family and you don't know them and you tell the cops, that's not snitching.
That's a good point.
What kind of lifestyle are you living? That's a part of it too.
So it's all about lifestyle.
Technically, it's not snitching. Because it's kind of like
In a way.
I mean, it's how
It's still
But this is what I'm saying. It's how crazy it is.
But if somebody breaking your crib and you got to do a police report, you won't be like, I ain't seen nothing. That nigga broke in your crib.
Why?
What was the most famous thing when Cameron went on TV? 60 seconds, 60 minutes or
Nah, that
whatever.
was ridiculous, man.
And they said, you got a serial killer? That nigga said, I ain't saying nothing. I'd rather move.
What?
When Cameron, it was like, yo, he went on 60 Minutes, and he was like, yo, so you wouldn't tell on somebody if they were a serial killer and they were killing everybody? He said, I'd move. I ain't snitching on that nigga. That nigga ain't got nothing to do with me.
He said, you just gonna mind my business?
So is it like I don't say nothing, because your man, you said, the scenario you said, homie grabbed the hammer and all that.
Right.
Is he a snitch?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a snitch because
He was involved in the criminal activity.
even though it had really nothing to do with him.
He
He
could
tried
get
to
out
help
of it.
homie out, but then he got caught up and he
Right.
said, yo, my nigga, I can't take this.
I feel like the only
Right.
situation
Nigga, this is
I
your
feel
shit. I tried to help.
See the
So he was
option
supposed to take that time?
was let me out your car and I will remove
Yeah, that's what he
anything
should
that you
have
could go
did.
down
Fact.
for.
When
He
you
said no.
when you decide to take the gun, you involved yourself.
and then
100%.
you want to turn around and
I
do
got
that
you.
now.
What about wrong
I got
place,
you.
wrong time?
Wrong place, wrong time.
But that means you're not committing a crime. If you are innocent bystander, you're not in the act of some criminal activity, then you a civilian in that.
So you witness a murder and you
Nah,
see the
nah,
person
wait.
who did it.
How about this?
You ain't saying nothing to the cops, or you gonna say, yo, nah, it was
Say
I
like
seen the
this
dude. It was
situation,
this
right?
person.
Say like this situation, right? Say like me and Math is in the car and
Don't make me the snitch. Come on, son.
No.
Don't do that. He did some shit last week and he was like, then I can't trust man.
No.
I was like, well, damn, why gotta be an example?
Me
my
and
nigga?
Knowledge is in
Like,
the
come
car.
on, son.
Me
Not
and Knowledge
son.
in the car.
I'm a snitch, B.
Oh my God. Me and Knowledge is in the
ahead,
car.
go ahead.
Or me and person X is in the car.
Right.
Right.
Person X is in the car.
Right.
And they have a gun. And the cops come, I'm unaware of the gun. They put it under my seat. The cops pull me over. Now I have a gun under my seat. I know it ain't mine. If I say, yo, this is not my gun, it's his,
That
am I
happened to me.
snitch?
You could say it's not
That
your
exact
gun.
scenario happened to
Just say
me.
it's not yours.
You could say it's not your gun.
You
It's
can't
that's
say
not
it's
mine.
your property though. So
Now-
either way you're
Who
going
is
down.
person X to you?
Yo,
What are you doing? Are you transporting?
No.
Are you riding
Just-
your
just-
enemies?
you
What
just
are y'all
riding
doing
with your
in the car?
friend.
But
like
keep it- keep it-
that happened to me. That exact
Nah,
scenario.
Person X
No,
gotta
you
step
gotta
up
take
though,
that.
bro.
He gotta take
Yo,
it.
man,
Man,
gotta take that.
that exact
Absolutely.
scenario happened to me
You
in
gotta
real
take that.
life
Keep it
a
a
couple
real.
years ago.
You don't.
I was riding with a
No,
homie.
because he might don't, because I know
Person X
I know two
And
people.
person X don't take it,
Yo, I know two people that this happened
then
to.
I'm gonna use it on
And I
you.
was confused.
Nah, son. You're not gonna do that.
I remember that because I was riding.
Right.
You don't take it. That's grimy.
Right.
So
Facts.
it's okay for you to say it's his shit. Because I got two friends happened.
Nah.
It just happened.
It's still not okay.
And two of them got locked up because one of them said, ooh, that's not mine. And then he said, I don't know whose is that. Like he threw the gun in the car.
Nah, see, that's
and
foul.
didn't say,
That's
"Please."
foul. That's some punk ass
foul.
shit though.
It is foul. But my means, the driver did the
Right.
time.
You did the time?
That's a
Yeah,
real
I'm
nigga
telling
right
you.
there, boy. And I mean, I don't even mean to say real nigga like that,
The
but it's
driver
like
did
that's
it
OD
to
because
you.
that happened. The same exact shit happened to me. I was coming from out of town with my man. He didn't tell me he had a gun in the car. I got pulled over. I'm like, nigga, we good. Don't worry. We just
Okay.
got weed. We straight. You know, he don't say nothing. The cops tell me get out. They said book him. I said first time I ever getting locked up in my life. Nigga put the cuffs on me. Telling the cops, yo, y'all niggas bugging, yo.
Like, for
So
what?
what, they found a gun in the car?
Did they show you the gun?
Not initially. So I'm in the back of the cop car. I'm like, yo, so y'all niggas could legally kidnap me. Cause I don't know if y'all niggas cops. Ain't show me no badge. I ain't like, yo, what
Right.
y'all doing? Then they say, you must not know. I said, nah, I don't know what y'all talking about. And then he said, we found a gun in your car.
And
I said,
then what?
oh,
And
this
then-
nigga didn't tell me
then
nothing.
you the perfect person
And what
to
did you
tell
do?
me. Did you snitch?
Well, you know, I went through the whole system, had to go to court, had to fucking go through the whole shit. But he eventually, you know what I mean, had to say it was his. But it was like, yo, I still had to go through 4 months. They took my car, all types, took all my phone, took all my
Did
shit.
you ever have to threaten him and be like,
Nah,
yo,
because I told them when we
my
got in the
man.
cell after the shit, I said, yo, my nigga, I love you. I'm not even gonna say I'm mad. First time I get locked
Yeah.
up, but yo, my nigga, just do the right thing.
Because you got in my car and didn't even tell me.
You ain't tell me, my nigga.
You didn't even give me
So
like,
it's
a
like
heads
at this
up,
point,
like if we get pulled.
at this point, we men, like, my nigga, just handle your situation. I'm not even gonna bitch. I know what I'm gonna have to go through.
All right, cool.
Right.
But nigga, like,
Let's turn up.
but I still had to go to court, sit in front of them. They had to ask me questions. And I had to be like, yo, I don't know nothing. I don't even know if there was a gun in the car.
Knowledge.
I don't know if the cops are still lying.
Put it
That's
in
what I was
vote
saying to them people.
I want to make
But
it
I'm
a
like, yo,
little
this
more
shit crazy.
spicy. Because this is what we do.
Because when you
Make
get
it a
put in
little
that
more
hot seat,
spicy.
it's a different type of thing.
So
Because
now-
I felt like, yo, son, they really could have niggas fucked up out here. Because this is my first time ever in court. Then I'm like, yo, I could probably say the wrong thing and they'll lock me up for something I ain't even do. So my mind is like, yo, I don't even want to be up here talking to y'all niggas. But it was like, this is the process.
Yeah, that's
All right,
how
nah,
I go
that
too.
You know
was
what I'm
your
saying?
man's? That was
That's
like
my
your-
boy. That's my boy.
I
He's still
bet.
friends to this
Boy,
day.
got
So
him, check. Now, you said it was your first time getting locked up.
ever in my life.
All right. Now, what if that man
Only time
had
ever, too.
2 strikes on him, 3rd strike, he going
Yeah,
down for life?
that
Would you
would've
have taken it down for him?
Nah, I'm not trying to take that for
All
what?
right,
Like,
so
I got
that's the
family out. My,
situation
yo,
we
my
was talking
nigga,
about
take your
earlier.
shit. Period. Why do I
Man's
have to
like,
sit
the
here?
man's could've
So
been
does that make me a
couple months,
snitch? That is
but
the
other
question.
guy did
probation.
bigger
Do
time.
that make me a snitch if I be
No,
like...
but it's different because Knowledge had no idea. This dude took
But still,
it.
do I still take the charge and be, or do I say, yo? Because all I said, I never
Nah,
said.
I don't believe you
I
should've
just
took
straight
the
up
charge.
said, I don't know nothing about no
Just for
gun.
the
I don't
fact that
believe
he
you
got
should
in the
take the
car
charge.
and didn't tell you.
Right.
Nah, I
Because then
wouldn't
maybe
take
you
shit.
might not have turned the corner so fast. You might not have ran.
And you know what's
hit
funny?
the gas on
You know
the
what's
yellow.
funny?
You know what I mean? You might have been.
His gun was in my trunk, and since I was dropping him off, I took it and put it in the back seat. But I didn't know. I thought it was his bag. So I'm looking at I'm like, I'm gonna put this shit right here. So I didn't even know that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, nigga, if you would have told me, I would have left it in the trunk or whatever. Hide it better. Put it in the engine or something, my nigga. Like,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? Something.
Niggas can say anything to retract what. At the end of the day, man, you know what? We weren't even talking about that, but that's what I'm saying.
Right.
It's so much information out here that fast, it goes organically from one convo to the next, fluidly. And just that fast, you could ask me how I feel about what Tip said, right?
Right.
And then you know what I'm gonna tell you? Hey man, what nigga wouldn't? If my man's is gone, and I'm looking at a quarter, and this person that I'm paying to get me free tells me, put everything on him. Auntie, uncle, I do not want to disgrace my cousin's name in no way. But I gotta come home. So I'm gonna put this all on him.
And what happens when they don't get the life insurance?
I ain't got shit to do with that. They should have been got the life insurance. I didn't kill him. I didn't kill him. I'm just talking about this my cousin, and if he did, if I
You
could
think it's
walk
gonna
free-
get retracted?
Absolutely, and that's what I've been trying to explain to people from
What you
the
mean?
start.
Yeah, what you
When
mean?
you have a life insurance
Policy.
and your life insurance policy,
Right.
and you do anything to contribute to your death, that life insurance.
But that's
policy
dependent on the
already
death,
doing.
bigger. That's not dependent on the crime. It's dependent on the death.
You have to listen
But see-
clearly. If you snitch on someone and you tell someone that they're guilty of what you gonna say? They're guilty of drugs, murder.
Yeah. But he died
Yeah.
of cancer.
That
What's gonna happen?
He died in a car accident. He
that-
died of cancer.
You're putting a crime on them. You moving off. If you put a crime on them, you know what I'm saying? Now that's something totally different, and that could take away their life insurance.
T.I. can afford to pay the policy.
Yeah, I think.
No,
I don't think that's an
I
issue.
think that may be a
in that
reach,
department.
bigger.
Yeah.
Unless you got some case law on that you can just recollect and give us right here on the spot where it says that it's happened before.
Oh no. That's for sure. Definitely.
You know
It
what I'm saying?
happens every day.
If it's related to
the
my
death.
death,
Yeah.
then maybe. But
Yeah.
if
If it's anything that your death contributed
or
to, yes,
could be considered a
exactly.
contribution to the death.
And we gotta be very clear here with this, because this is a thing. We're encouraging people to snitch on their people. What do you think they're going to get caught for, and they're going to snitch on their people on? Let's be real.
I don't know, but what would you do?
I wouldn't. I would never. What? Come on now.
No, listen to me. You got kids?
Of course.
Okay, so You looking at a bid, you looking at doing a 20, a dub, and you got kids, right? And when you say this was his and he's gone, he gone.
No.
You ain't going home to your kid?
I'm not going to be involved in nothing in life that I can't myself stand responsible for. I'm a man.
I get it.
I'm a man. I don't have to put nothing on nobody, alive or dead.
But
so wait. You asked me. So me personally, I'm not going to involve myself in nothing that I can't personally stand up and hold myself accountable for.
I understand that. But in the case that you're in a situation,
hypothetically
speaking,
hypothetically, again, it's the same thing. No.
Right now, if you're in the car with me right now, you don't know what the fuck I'm doing. And I go ahead and add this barbershop out, nigga, and jump back in your car and you don't know. And then you accessory to fucking murder.
That's different.
Wait.
Totally different.
But wait. And you're a part of this crime, right? You're part of it.
Now that's different.
Now, but
I'm a part of it if I knowingly
but let's say you don't
assist you.
And you looking at a 20. And they say all you gotta do is say that it was his idea, you had nothing to do with it, you gonna let it ride that way, right? But what if you was with your homie and you know he was tripping for the day, and he already said he gonna do some shit if somebody play him the wrong way. But you don't know he finna snap right now. But you heard him tell you he gonna snap the fuck out today if somebody play with him. How many times we done been around one of our homies and you be like, yo, I ain't know the nigga gonna hit the nigga with the blick for, oh my God, nigga tripping. Now you can't even say nothing about it. But then, just now right now, all you gotta do is say it was all him.
If was a spliff, we will all in here get high. I don't deal with the ifs. You know what I'm saying? That the bottom line is I won't put myself, I am that real. I won't even get in the car with you.
But what if you
I won't even know this is real, bro. I won't even get, old school. I won't even get in the car with you.
If was a split
you can't even
bigger.
get in my car unless I know what type of dude you are and what type of time it is.
If was a split bigger.
Just like that.
If was a split. So hypothetically, you can't answer none of these questions.
Exactly.
Like I said.
Because I'm telling you, I'm gonna keep it 100 on this end. Now, if we just doing some dirt, nigga, and I got jammed and you got away, but I'm doing dirt with you, nigga, you got away. I'm not putting you in the shit.
Right.
You got away. I got caught, nigga. That's on me.
Yeah.
100% no snitching. 100%. But if we done did some shit and you dead behind some whole other shit ain't got nothing to do with this, but I'm still looking at 20, 25 life, and all I gotta do is say, this nigga did it. He already gone on to the pearly gates. Where the fuck he going? Nigga, I'm riding. What do I sign? He did it.
I don't know why my dead cousin killed them bloggers, officer.
Why would he do that? I don't know what he must have been under influence because he wasn't that type of guy. I'm gonna keep it 100. Just to get what? The shit Boosie's standing on, the shit Boosie's standing on is just almost like it's just too real. It's real in what world? Because if I got some kids and I get to come home to my kids, now we ain't talking about snitching on the live person. We talking about snitching on him, that man can't get no time. Can't nothing affect him.
Right.
Unless his name is such a great name. He Malcolm X, Martin Luther King. And I cannot tarnish his name in that manner.
The truth is about the matter that's really sad is that those people is not dealing with you with that. And that the people that have came out is no proof of that. You know what I'm saying, of what they've said. You know what I'm saying? And those people usually want somebody on real time, in time, in that. I mean, come on, champ. You sit here and talk about jail all the time.
Hold on.
You know what I'm saying? Why are you not speaking up now?
Hold on,
Y'all said
prison. Yes, we are. Those people want someone they can put in the prison that's going to work, that they're going to get the slave.
Wait. Before y'all even take this even further, let me just clear this up because T.I. did an interview saying he was fucking joking. But
But I never was
unfortunately,
talking about T.I.
Hold on, but I'm just saying. But this
said he
is
was
where
joking.
this is where this whole conversation started. From.
Yeah.
He said he was joking, but people couldn't pick up on the cadence of it.
Because he said, y'all talked to him.
T.I.'s not the only
He
one
said, cool,
in the
go
industry that said this, though.
Yeah, but where it started, the origination of this whole thing.
Gangsta said something very similar to this, and that's when it sparked the situation with Boosie.
And it sparks a conversation in our community.
So, and that's why even T.I. said, maybe have a talk, you doing this for your OG or speaking out on behalf, because he had spoke out against that. So it's kind of one thing, if you're my OG and I can speak out against you, I can't migrate to another city and link with a nigga who done did the same thing and not say nothing. Right. So that's the space Boosie in. And he's standing on that. I know it fucked Tip up because he's like, man, I thought we were good. But then at the end of the day, I don't know what's real no more. They just had a joint album. Now the day after T.I. say he finna do his last album called where he dethroned himself as the king, this could be the press for his new album.
Death for the king.
Because just that fast with him and Boosie, with Boosie doing that, it's a lot of people who still love Tip in a way to where, you know what you doing that, bro, we're going to support this shit whole 100%. And there's some people who love Boosie that are like, you know what, you stood on that, we're going to support you. So I don't know what the fuck, because when I think of marketing, when people talk to me about shit, I always sound like I'm wrong. And I say some shit in the background, and then when that shit come out, niggas be like,
oh shit.
Bro, how the fuck you knew that? Because I wasn't listening to y'all niggas. I was starting to listen to where the bullshit come from.
All right. So you was locked down for 10 plus.
Yeah, 12 and a half.
We had the whole drill movement. We had the Chicago drill. We had all that. From the inside, looking out and seeing all that, how'd you feel about that shit?
I mean, just as far as the whole...
yeah, there's rappers catching Rico charges.
Yeah, nah, bro, this shit serious out here, man.
Yeah.
You hear me? You know what I'm saying? And you know that. I mean, bro, social media, bro. You hear me? Like, niggas just not realizing how easy they making these people job. You hear me? Like, they really got departments, that's there just to monitor, Facebook, Instagram, you know what I mean? Right. Snap, like, all these, so, man, them posters, that shit, like, you know what I mean? Like, niggas be posting real crimes. Like, niggas be posting, like, real life, you know what I mean? And all they doing is putting it in a folder, whoop, putting it in a folder, whoop,
got it.
You know what I'm saying? And just lining you up, you know what I'm saying, for that Rico or that conspiracy, you know what I mean?
5 years ago.
And then, when the nigga go to jail, nigga be like, oh, man, nigga told on me, nigga, you did this.
You've been telling on yourself for like 3 years.
Bro, you told on yourself, bro.
This
you
is
heard
crazy.
Me? Niggas on there with champs, and bro, I'm a victim. I mean, I did it to myself. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? I'm on Facebook, posted up on the blog. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we outshine. We got the this, that, and the third.
Right.
But, man, as soon as I went in court, you know what I'm saying? Them people had all that shit them people had all that shit in my paperwork and used all them videos. I'm like, you
what
dumb
was you
motherfucker.
thinking?
You know what I'm saying? I was
when you
thinking,
saw
like,
it.
stupid nigga, you. You heard me? Like, I'm like, man, this nigga. Damn.
Right.
You heard me? Like, and I ain't even, but yeah, I got a reality check real quick, bro. You heard me? You know what I'm saying? Like, for real, man. And, I be seeing some things these days where I be like, man, these niggas don't even know.
No, right.
You heard me? Like, they don't even know, bro. Right. That shit shit gonna cost a nigga 20, 30 years, man. You heard me? You know what I'm saying?
So,
for real.
So industry politics versus jail politics. How hard is it now? How easy is it now for you to stay out of jail?
Oh man, it's super easy, man. You know what I mean? Like, bro, man, listen, I'm mindful of who I surround myself with. You know what I mean? Like, it's, you know what I'm saying? It's certain niggas that, man, I love you, man, but I gotta love you from a distance.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, man, you know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't on what I'm on. Like, at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't got nothing against you. Like, I ain't, hating on you, but, man, look, this is what's important to me, and this is what I'm on, and I can't, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm first and foremost, I'm on supervised release. You know what I'm saying? So I can't be around you niggas anyway. You know what I mean? Like, and I ain't even, You know what I mean? Unless it's work related. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like if it's work related, then I could, be around convicted felons and all that. But if it's not work related, bro, I can't be around you niggas
You
like
gonna
that,
die.
man. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like, so I ain't even putting myself in that situation, man, because I understand the stakes, man, and the stakes is high. You know what I mean? And I ain't trying to get these people another day. You know what I'm saying? They got all they gonna get out of me, man. I'm cool. You hear me? Shit, I'm cool. You hear me?
So it's like a catch.
real.
It's like a catch-22 now.
Nah, facts.
Because everything we
Facts.
used to. All right, I come from the Jay-Z era.
Facts.
Couldn't talk about it if you ain't live it.
Facts.
But now, it's like, nigga, if you lived it, you better not talk about it. Leave that shit out the music, nigga.
Because I'm telling you, bro, like the people was really trying to say that my raps was confessions of crimes that me and my associates committed. You know what I mean?
What was the craziest one that you heard and you was like, oh, nah, that was just a rhyme. Like, don't try to use that on me. You know what I mean?
Man, it was a few. Like, I mean,
I don't know if you heard what Young Thug said, right?
What?
He can't even sell a record. He can't even make a record now. Why? Because the people that he growed up with the last 10, 15 years are gone. He don't know who to talk to now. He don't know who to trust. You see what that does?
Yeah.
So forget about the prison time that you're doing on top of that.
It's
or the prison time that you can do
he
too.
feels
Right,
the
yeah.
isolation.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, it destroys you. It puts you in a market where you can't, I'll give you an example. I know a situation, two brothers. One is in jail for murder. The other one is out of jail, right?
Mm-hmm.
The one that's in jail is the one who didn't do the murder. The one who's out of jail is the one who did do the murder. You follow me?
Right.
So when one who went to trial, he sat there and he said, okay, well, my brother's gonna step up like a man and he's gonna take responsibility for his crime. I can go home, live it. But his brother didn't do that. So when he got to trial, he decided to say, well, listen, yeah, I was at the scene and the murder happened. It wasn't me, it was my brother. Now you have the conflict of, is that snitching? You understand what I'm saying? Or who's responsible? You see the damage that this thing does to our community, allowing the government to pay for testimony? You heard what Donald Trump said, right?
What?
He said it should be criminal that somebody could pay somebody to testify against you. They could walk and they're the actual criminal and you can go to jail.
There's no repercussions for people who provide false testimonies.
Nothing.
Nothing.
None at all.
It's someone can make up a story about you tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
And without the right representation,
You did.
could stick.
As long as they believe that story. See, it's all about selling the story, and regardless of what happens, you know, when you start going into the definition of snitching and talking, I thought the YSL case with Young Thug was one of the best cases ever to identify what goes on with paid testimony and what could actually happen to you. Mm-hmm. You know, all of those guys that was called to testify, you see how they flipped on the government and didn't say anything?
right.
If most cases did that, they wouldn't even waste the time or the money to even try taking those cases to trial.
Well, what do you feel about the YMW Melly situation?
I think if I remember correctly, his co-defendant copped out or something like that, and they offered him 6 years. You know, that's what you run into those situations, and it's forcing him to cop out. You run into those situations where, and I'm just going to give my opinion, you end up having innocent people in jail because people cop out. Like me and you could be partners. We could hang out on the street, and we get caught doing something. And don't nobody really know what me and you did, but me and you.
Right.
you decide to take a plea. Then I'm saying, damn, man, my man that took a plea on me, man. I'm not even gonna wonder whether or not you're gonna testify against me. Now it might force me to cop out to the crime. And it might be a situation like P. Diddy. It might be a case where they can't prove. They're not gonna prove. They can't prove the case. But now you're copping out, forcing me to cop out, and now we both end up 90% of the time, the federal government overcharges you anyway. You end up copping out the charges of crimes that you cop out, you plead guilty to a crime that you actually did, and that's the only crime they could have convicted you of. But they overcharge you to, I call it fear factor, to give you fear factors. Or you're facing 100 years, you know? Right. Back in the day, I'll give you a little history. Back in the day, I'll say when Guy Fisher and them was coming up, because Guy Fisher and Wallace Rice and those guys, they under the old law, okay? If you get caught selling drugs on the corner and stuff like that, you could get 3 years, 5 years, okay? So me and you partners, I get caught, man, yo, shit, they got me, man. Do me a favor, man. Look out for my girl and my kids and stuff, man. Right. Take care of them, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go ahead in there and do this time. People could do that. Now what the government did was they manipulated the sentencing scheme to give you life sentences, mandatory 10 years, mandatory 20 years. So the average guy now, you get caught, you say, damn, man, listen, these people want me to do 20 years. I can't do that for you. If it was 3 or 4 years, brother, I could do that for you, man. You gotta step up, man. You gotta do it. You know, I'm gonna plead guilty. I think you need to plead guilty too.
They got us.
See what you just said? Yeah,
they got us. Come out the bushes. Come out the bushes. They got us.
So that's what you're dealing with. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And I watching the Young Thug case. I was confused because I was like, okay, he took a plea, but he's not a snitch. He took a plea, but he's a snitch. I'm not following. I do remember John Gotti saying, yo, if it's a Rico, keep your mouth closed.
Yeah, right. You see, if you listen to, while I was in the federal system, I worked on all type of cases. Mm-hmm. All of the gangs, the Crips, the Bloods, Larry Hoover and them, GDs, what they call them, Jesus, Latin Kings, the Italian boys, John Gotti co-defendants, Mikey Trucchio and them, right? The Italian boys believe this. If you sit down and you talk to the feds or any state official about anything, you snitching. They believe that you should never talk to them, never communicate with them at all. And that's just their policy.
Right.
You know, even Anthony Viola, the one with the 10 life sentences, got him out. They wanted him to do a podcast. He wouldn't do a podcast because he looked at the podcast as snitching. You know, sitting on there, if I say anything about my case, anything about the guys that I dealt with in life, that is snitching. You know?
Do you think that the code, or what was a code back then, do you think it still applies today?
No, I look at, I'm gonna speak for self. I look at the code very differently now after looking at and monitoring so many cases. You know what I'm saying? I get a different definition of snitch. And I'll just give you one example, okay? And then you could choose for yourself. As a drug kingpin, for example, we put little young kids out on the street to sell drugs for us to make money. Mm. What are we doing? We're using them, right?
Right.
So if they get caught, they go to jail, they're supposed to swallow that, right? So now we all know that for years, since the beginning of the time, people have been snitching and telling. So you should know coming into the business that that's part of the game, okay? So that same little young kid that you put on the corner to sell nickels and dimes, he get caught now. He want to get out of trouble, just like you wanted to get out of trouble when you used him. So when he tell on you, is he just giving you payback?
He's using you too.
The same way you used him.
We're gonna take a 5-minute break. Yeah, but it's just fucked up. Cause you don't know how to call this shit no more.
You can't. Well, you don't call it.
yeah, pretty much.
You know what I'm saying? Because, like I said, the feds are so smart. They designed the system that way. You understand what I'm saying? So that's what is created, and so that breaks us up. So we no longer united. So now it becomes more difficult for us to fight together. You know, I had a co-defendant.
Yeah, I meant to ask you because in the case of YMW Melly, he's been locked up for like 5 years.
Mm-hmm. Right.
No bail. They doing the same thing with they're doing the same thing with Diddy.
My friend called it the sweat box. They put you in the sweat box. You know what I'm saying? No bail. So
but that in itself is just a foul way to play. Like we're gonna keep you in here.
You heard it in Young Thug's testimony. Remember he gave his testimony?
Mm-hmm.
I'm tired. I'm tired. I'm trying to get back home to my family.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So they making those decisions based upon stress factors. They're not intelligent decisions. You know what I'm saying? They're not thinking about, right. They're not thinking about the snitching. Or I'm telling them, man, listen, man, I want to get back home to my family, my girl. I ain't been home in 10 years, man. Let me just put this behind me, man, and keep it moving.
So they can't use a witness statement if he's under duress, but they'll take your plea under duress.
Yes, right.
This shit is nasty.
But they protect themselves because when they take that plea, you know what they ask you? Have anybody threatened you? Have anybody promised you anything?
Yeah, y'all. You know, with another 100 years. That's crazy.
It's Hoffa, trapper turn smack rapper. Only smack rapper that you know is smack rapper.